I'll do this. Alright, you guys ready? Because I'm a little rusty and we're about to go into a boss fight. So you know, this is going to go swimmingly. Jump. Jump. Alright, before I get started, how's the stream look? Bit rate looks good. Are we smooth and seamless? Smooth as butter. Love it. Anyways, this is for you since you haven't seen this yet. Oh, it won't let me. Boo, game. I'll show you one afterwards. Oh, I'm dark. Absolutely after.
He'll be all right, Clive. He's a survivor.
We're getting close.
Who the fuck is this bitch?
It looks like somebody doesn't want us getting any closer.
I don't care what it wants.
Neither do I.
Neither do I!
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Oh,
Guess we're all ready.
know what that is? We have to end this right now.
Oh, fuck.
That's better. Let's try.
Oh god, I got hit by both.
I needed that. To me, boy.
Oh my god! I had a picture of those other others. Oh. We're fighting One Piece or Vanquish Me also, Daddy. I guess, you know, it's like riding a bike.
These beasts. They're getting stronger.
We can think about them later. Right now, there's only one thing we need to focus on.
The heart.
That's better. We might be able to get up through the building.
It's worth a try.
I don't know why his voice would be strained today. I didn't have a chance to chalk muffins like he likes.
Quiet. There's someone up there.
Is someone there?
Mother,
It's you.
what happened here?
He tried to take him from me. Oh, my boy. My darling boy.
Is this the child you made with the Emperor? Why, Mother? Why did you betray us all?
You have no right. Answer him.
We took you in, savage. Show some respect for those who raised you. Honorable Elwyn, always thinking of his precious homeland. But what worth is a homeland in a world beset by the Blight?
Father did not seek to protect his country. He sought to protect his people.
A leader's duty is not to protect his people. It is to protect the source of his sovereignty. The noble blood that runs in his family's veins. So long as this bloodline remains unbroken, what does it matter if a nation falls? One can always found another. Unlike him, I did my duty. I preserved my line. I bore a son of the noblest blood, to whom the whole world might kneel. That is why I gave Rosaria to Sambrek, that I might join my line with the Lesages and birth a savior of this benighted land, blessed by both Bahamut and the Phoenix!
You sold your country for a child.
Why did he need another? You had Joshua.
I had nothing. You were always your father's son, so very strong and bold and daring, and yet you failed to awaken. Would that Joshua had been granted 1/10 of your strength? Oh! How the nobles laughed that Elwyn's firstborn was surely the son of a concubine, and my own, not long for this world. The shame of it! The shame of being slandered by one's inferiors! How could you ever know how that feels? It should have been you! Why didn't the Phoenix choose you?
Joshua's every waking moment was spent trying to shoulder the burden that you and the Phoenix and the Duchy foisted on him. That's why I became his shield. To help bear the weight. But what did you do? You betrayed your own blood and surrendered your son to his fate!
Joshua, my darling boy. I never meant to hurt him. The soldiers' orders were clear. He was to be spared. Why did you survive when the only one I truly cared for died?
What? Have you not looked out of the window? Joshua is here! The Phoenix lives on! He's battling Bahamut as we speak! Joshua! Wake up! I am a shield of Rosaria.
We're about to do a kaiju fight.
Duty.
Let's go. Yes. About to fuck this rich, pretty, fucking royal bitch boy up. I'm gonna rip his wings off and beat him to death with them.
Joshua.
Clive!
Yes! Yes! Jeez, I did almost 500,000 damage. It did like a fret, like a 1/16 of an inch. This is getting crazy. Muffins. Absolutely. We play the game.
First Muhammad, in the heart.
Let's go, Phoenix!
Face the consequences.
Okay, this is really fucking hard to control. It's a...
Thank you, brother. Good work, Joshua.
He's a Spitfire! No!
Shit. Can't reach him. Don't do this! No! Brother!
Not the bird. The dragon. The red one's that's our brother.
I'll come back for you.
Do I get to be the Phoenix now? I think he's being mind controlled. This is a hard segment.
Those things are throwing in more ether than I've ever seen.
I don't think it's her controlling him, like I said. Alright, that's that in my head. I don't think it's her controlling him. Oh, the king's 100% dead.
Clive, thank the Founder.
It's now or never, Joshua. We're not done yet.
Ouchie.
Blind! Get behind me!
If you're sure.
Ah! How to pull?
Thank you, brother. We're not done yet. Now, Joshua!
Ah! 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 This one.
What now?
Good night, muffins.
This is drinking me.
We have to stop him. have to be stronger than this. Come on, Ifrit. Show us your true power.
Are we merging like Voltron?
If we become one,
It's not enough. We can do it, Clive.
we can. We will. Together.
Their powers combined. I am Captain Planet!
Are you ready?
Ready! How can we hope to match such power?
By trusting in our own.
How to?
burn the world.
Zeta Flare? Jesus.
Not today. Come on, Joshua!
I'm ready. Yeah! Hi, Saul. Level up, guys. Ooh, look at the light shine. I bet I can make a pretty sword with that. It was hella intense.
Dion!
Fuck you, Crystal.
Joshua!
Clive!
My brother.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters. I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Now guess. Wrong person implied. In this stream, incest is not wincest.
I couldn't find any results.
Shut up, PlayStation.
This is for my father.
It was Ultima the whole time.
It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart
is no more. Father.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave. No. Wait. I owe him a debt. Fine.
He owes me a debt now too. His Bahamut is now mine. Now that's something I might actually use.
Don't reinforce the walls. Report, Captain.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
Madness is this, Dion. Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. City can wait.
Don't dally, man. Go!
Your Radiance.
And I want you to find out Dalmec's movements.
By the light! Dion, have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once!
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me?
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings, and the master loses the power!
Dion, you bear steel before your Emperor?
Guards! Take him!
Oh.
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the Mother Crystals crumble one by one, and the Blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their Emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself. Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build.
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Father.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Mother.
I did not expect that.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax, Your Majesty.
Is that?
Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures. Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The Sons of Fire were united at last, and for but a moment, their flame burned bright. Soon, Muthos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Muthos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness,
I'm so confused.
and Muthos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you. Find Muthos, and sever everyone.
To destroy that which has no physical form. You ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Muthos, and bring forth a new world.
Odin.
So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours.
Game is getting wild. I got my mouse again. That motherfucker. Look, we don't know that they're fucking. That's not proven currently. Well, we had suspicions.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion.
Oh.
Talia says he
the
should
shirt
be
I
back
got
on his
from,
feet soon enough.
TwitchCon.
For a while, at least.
Super comfy.
She
I
discovered
think
something on
says
his
Unity.
chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse.
No, I did not. I did not get the Tarkov tattoo.
For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
If Tarkov, you know, lifted my
It's
platform,
never-ending.
then maybe I would have. It would have meant something to me. But Tarkov's just a game to me. It wasn't formative in any way. Legend of Zelda, on the other hand, will likely be my first tattoo.
Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all.
Okay. No, I don't even necessarily believe that. But I haven't gotten a tattoo yet. So my first one, I wanted to mean something. I wanted it to be personal. Alright, covers.
Tony won't be happy if I disturb Joshua.
Look at how great he is. I don't like that. That I like. That I like. That I like more. See, we currently use this, so we're keeping it. Oh. That's kind of neat. See, I like that more though.
While he rests, I might as well.
Start all abilities. Hold on, before I do that,
I'll test.
We're gonna do a little savey save. Oh, yes. Okay. I forget my initials all the time. I'm not going to get that one because we're never going to use it, but we're definitely going to use this one. We'll do that one. Okay. Use that. Move those back. Okay, so hear me out. We'll keep Phoenix. But what if we... What other two? So we're going to keep Phoenix. Let's just reset this so we don't need to keep this anymore. Do we go Judgment Bolt? And Giga Flare? I don't like that. We're going to keep Limit Break. We'll lock that into place. That's great and all, but I feel Rising Flame and Flames of Rebirth, maybe? Let's go that route. I'm going to do this one. We don't need that one. That's cool and all. I'll grab this as well. And then, yeah, let's go this route. We're going to grab this. We're going to upgrade this. Now we're going to go Thunderstorm. We're going to upgrade it. We're going to upgrade this one. So, we get another 23. We'll upgrade this one to Master, and that will be done. All right. This becomes Bahamut. Impulse, and then this will be Giga Flare. I think that's what we do. I think that's how we go about it. Alright, so we have Rising Flames and Flames of Rebirth, so we want to keep that one. Get rid of this one. Yeah, we'll equip that Judgment Bolt because we have that. Don't need No. Wait, hold on. That is actually reduces judgment bolt cooldown by 9 seconds. That's not too bad. Not about that cooldown life. Cooldown by 12 seconds though is pretty good. See how that goes. So this cools down 12 seconds faster. This has 10% more damage. And this cools down 9 seconds faster. That it's not horrible.
Say.
Okay. Oh. Got some letters. Okay. Fresh. Okay.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into time?
Clive. The whole realm's in chaos. But as the old saying goes, coin purse weighing you down. Because that's 100 grand right there. Homie, you got that type of money. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that.
Yeah.
It'd better all
We'll
be
buy that.
here.
Using crafting.
I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else?
$14,000.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Thanks for not leaving me in the Dominion. If you hadn't come back, I might still be stuck.
Fran about us, guys.
Oh.
Unless that is... What's that for you, dear? Should last you a good while.
Excalibur is no longer more powerful.
Anything else?
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Can you blame them, with the skies as they are?
There's a storm coming soon. Will there be...
I was wondering when next you'd visit. With the darkening skies. But be that as it may. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. I have quite the find for you today. What subject shall we consider today?
Is that War of the Dark? Okay. Aloof and the first of his name. Self-chain. The yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hello, animation's the best part of this game. This game has some real quaint and cute little animations that are very excellent. Where's the red dot? Phoenix and Titan and Bahamut and Orcs and Corals and Dragons. Which ones did I miss? Scorpions.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Yes. There's a storm coming, child.
Did you see that? There's talk of these skies driving me mad. Clive! I don't mean to be gloomy. They need all the help they can get. Here you go. Always something in there.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
It's not true. We've lost so much.
Off you go then.
That all sounds horrible.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Here we go. Love these.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Take people's magic away and their lives crumble. What the fuck?
Castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Clive. And how could it not? But are we any better? I cannot claim. Such are the wages. Ironic, then. What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here.
Jesus, I forgot about Ho. I love this. Torgo the Frost Wolf. Best friends. That is adorable. Oh. Zidolphus. What a funny name.
Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Okay.
Oh, the moon.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Let me guess.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he?
Sit down.
Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three.
Of
We had
course.
as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Akashic at her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye?
We're going to Martha's Rest first.
Seen enough?
How about now? It's this one.
The Akashic attacked us out of the blue, and there's no telling when they might be back. You best keep that sword handy, Sid.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said he'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Fuck yeah, we are. We're about to go whoop some ass.
Do you think there were as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Excited.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Get fucked. That was cool.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
That's not the lift. We don't need them.
My brothers. Are they...
What are you after? There you go.
Mad dogs, the lot.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
I'm playing with the new abilities, learning them.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Yeah. Yep. Gotta exactly that. Gotta update the rotation. So getting a feel for it.
Mad dogs.
What are you after? Thanks very much.
Gotta get my combo groove going.
If we don't get him to a healer.
Just patch me up as
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, Sir Wade. Shall we? Bravo! Let me light! Give me thunder! Attack!
I don't know what that achievement was. Land 100 total hits with level 2 or higher Mega Flare, excluding battles in the Hall of Virtue. Alright then.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Ooh. That's shiny.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
I already have a
Oscar?
girlfriend, thank you.
Over here.
Jill's the only girl for my eyes.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Alright. Let's do these side quests. doing?
Pardon me, but would you happen to be that well-notched steel and impressive physique? I have need of a sword for hire, and yours looks to be a weapon well worth the coin. Might you be convinced to offer me the use of those formidable arms?
How exactly do you intend to use them?
Well, being something of a scholar of Zemeckis history, I wish to investigate the ruins near the city. And I require a rugged companion, lest I find myself waylaid by ne'er-do-wells or the beasts sent to roam the area. Should you accept, you will not only earn yourself material wealth, but partake of the true treasure that awaits us there. The rich and storied history of Zemeckis. Well, were you ever party to a finer proposition?
My arms are yours.
Wonderful. Then come. We must away.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, onward to discovery. Quickly! There is not a moment to lose.
Wait.
No, he said not a moment to lose.
Ne'er-do-wells. I'd better make sure he doesn't get himself killed.
I see you've been of some assistance to Eloise. Perhaps you can extend me the same kindness?
Perhaps. What would I be doing?
Finding someone. You see, I've been having trouble with thieves, and despite the many pains I've taken, I can't stop them from rummaging through my packs. I was griping about my lot to a friend of mine a few days back, and he offered to track the culprits down. Now, Joseph's a sellsword, and a good one at that. But he's been gone days, and I'm beginning to fear the worst.
Any idea where his search for the thieves might have taken him?
The old Zemeckis Road, perhaps? He doubted they would be fool enough to linger here in Boklad. Joseph's lived a hard life. Made him grey long before his time. I just pray he hasn't been killed over a few sacks of grain.
I can't imagine there are too many grey-haired sellswords around. Hopefully someone will have seen him.
Who needs a porter with it?
Elias said that these looked like that the axe beaks look like chocobos, and you know what? I see it. I honestly see it.
Is something the matter?
No.
Why, I am what you see. It can be a risky business. This being a border town. Or at least, it did. Ugh. Speaking of which... Best of luck, Sid.
Do you have any fresh water?
Now I just need to see about getting the wood. I want to know right away.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worth celebrating for a change. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the job, so I can't leave her while I go and invite those I'd like to celebrate with.
What exactly are you celebrating, if you don't mind me asking?
I've come by a particularly fine bottle of red. A Gotan 66, no less. Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever come out of the Empire. and most wouldn't part with a 66 if you held a knife to their throats.
So I've heard.
Oh, so you know of it then? Clearly you're a gentleman of taste. A gentleman who might sympathize with my predicament, perhaps? Would you pass the good news to a few friends of mine? I'll give you a little something for your time, of course.
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it? Marvelous. Thank you. You won't need to go far. All three of them should be right here in the market. There's Aldrich the porter, Milan the butcher, and Bolek, a guard over at the north gate. Three of the finest fellows in Boklad, if you ask me. Tell them to come to the tavern when they finish for the day. Stop by again when you let them know, and I'll give you your little something.
I'll be right back.
This is easy. Who is this now? Oh, okay.
Who needs a porter when we're left to go?
I've been asked to find Aldrich, the porter. I don't suppose that's you, is it?
That's me right enough. You need something delivered?
The innkeeper sent me. He said there's a cup of Gotan 66 with your name on it when you're done for the day.
A 66? Look at me. If he's just got hold of it now, it must have been in the crates he had me carry down from Sanbreque.
From the Empire to Boklad. You must be a braver man than most. That's a treacherous route at the best of times.
Such is the porter's lot. There's not a patch of storm these feet haven't traipsed across. It's Oriflamme one day, then off to Canva the next. The farther you're willing to go, the fatter the purse. Which is why there's no shortage of competition for some of the longer routes. I'd say I've done enough for today to earn myself a cup of something tasty. Thanks for letting me know.
What's happened? God.
Please.
Piece of These pears are a little...
I haven't sold anything in days.
I showed you my pass. What more do you want from me?
I'm looking for Bolek. I was told he'd be guarding the gate.
Well, you found him. You're not here to enlist, I take it?
The innkeeper sent me. He's just taken delivery of a rare vintage, a Gotan 66. He thought you might like a cup.
I've never said no to a goat hand. I'm not about to start now. Thanks for letting me know.
You must be a busy man.
No one's making for the refugee camps anymore. Not after what happened in the Dominion. Meaning, they linger here instead. I spend more of my days moving beggars along than I do manning these gates. What gets to me are the gangs that prey on the poor sods. As if they haven't suffered enough. Some days you can't help but wonder what the world's coming to. You know what? That wine's sounding better by the moment.
I bet it is.
You've raised the price.
You'll buy something, won't you? Please. Before.
Are you Milan, the butcher?
That's me. What can I do for you?
The innkeeper's just had a special delivery. He thought you might like to join him for a cup of wine after you pack up for the day.
He knows me only too well. And I've got a ham here that will go handsomely with a nice drop.
Wine and ham to spare. Boklad clearly isn't suffering then.
Comes with being the place everyone has to pass through to get to everywhere else. Those who travel the Crystal Road bring all manner of goods with them. We get meat from Sanbreque, herbs from Rosaria. Why, sometimes we even see curiosities from across the Narrow. Or rather we did, till not so long ago. These are lean times, and even Boklad isn't the bustling trading post it once was. Still, there's no point dwelling on it.
Better to live life while you can, eh? And on that note, it sounds like there's a cup of wine needing my attention.
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Please, a piece of fruit. A crust of bread.
Ugh.
Do you have any fresh water?
I spoke to your friends. They'll be along soon.
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat down together. And the way I see it, that wine is as much theirs as it is my own.
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be serving anything but slops without Aldrich to go and fetch the good stuff for me. And then there's Milan, who always sends customers my way. And Bolek, an even-handed keeper of the peace, if ever there was one. Those three are the backbone of Boklad. Lose any one of them, and the market would soon fall apart. And without the market, I wouldn't have a single customer. I'd say that's worth a bottle of 66, wouldn't you?
And more besides.
Everyone needs a shoulder to lean on. Be they world-weary innkeepers or brooding swordsmen. Right. I'd better prepare for my guest's arrival.
I hear you had me carrying a bottle of Gotan 66. If I'd have known, I would have sold the thing and lived like a lord. I'll settle for a cup, though, if you're in a sharing mood.
A Gotan 60 bloody 6. Just as well I had something special of my own set aside.
A bottle between the four of us might not be enough to drown our sorrows, but it can't hurt.
Here they are, the three pillars of Boklad. Sit yourselves down, gentlemen. The woes of the world may be monstrous in many, but there's nothing like a few good friends to keep the misery at bay.
Never a truer word spoken.
What was my reward? He didn't give me a cup of wine. Yep, a meow. A sweet mama son.
Do you have any fresh water?
Experience is its own reward. Bullshit. I can't pay someone in experience, so I should not get paid in experience either. I should get paid in wine. Not good goods. It's also.
I wouldn't give for a whole meal.
Looks like this is the end of the
When are they gonna let us through?
What do you want? I've no coin on me.
Just information. There's a sellsword pass through here.
Ah, JC, thank you for the raid.
Now you mention
raid.
it, there
Ready, boy.
was a young man with salt in his mane sneaking around out there a while back.
Which way did he go?
How am I supposed to know? Buggered off down the road, I expect. Now, why don't you do?
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin, nasty country.
He's caught in a multi-person randomizer. So you hit a wall and can do no more until they play more. Oh. Inconvenient.
Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. Thanks to your timely intervention. More importantly, we have arrived. Now, feast your eyes upon the marvel before us. Ruins, a relic of the fallen civilization. A sight so common that man is oft blinded to its wonder. Colossal vessels, dashed from the very heavens. Airships, we call them, with very little thought to what wonders such a word might describe. Oblige me if you would. Does anything strike you as peculiar about this particular specimen? Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible, whatever gouged the final sin from the rock cleaved clean through the structure you see before you. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt, but merely one of countless enigmas in which Zemeckis history is steeped. Come, good sir. Our expedition continues, and we still have much to learn.
He's passionate. I'll give him that.
We don't want any trouble.
Neither do I. I'm looking for someone. A grey-haired mercenary.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. And those ones, over there.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them. She said there's goblins up there, and that they eat little boys for dinner.
Shush, now. You've said quite enough already.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I were you.
Fine. Fuck you. So Beautiful way better than 15. I'm not sold on that. I really liked 15. I think they're great in different ways. That being said, 16 is, yeah, exactly. 16 is absolutely darker. Oh, I didn't take it as disrespect. The thing with it is 15 and 16 are two very different games. And as Implied said, 16 is so much darker. What I often call 15, you know, bros go on a road trip, and it's basically what it is. I have a lot of love for 15 because I deeply love Kingslave. I think it's a fantastic flick. And, yep, my favorite is Final Fantasy 9. JC's right. 9 is such a great way. And Grease Musical. And my love for 9, actually, Pro Jared does a review on 9 that really capitulates on why 9 is such a fantastic Final Fantasy game. That being said, I'm having a lot of fun with 16. I think 16 is a whole lot more linear. They do a lot more hand holding in 16 than they did with 15. The story appeals to my dark nature. The VV story is such a depressing and sad tale, and the way they serve it up is almost perfect. Each character in the game has such a fantastic growth throughout. They all evolve and change and mold as the game continues on in the story. And Zidane is like one of the best protagonists in a Final Fantasy franchise. That I am. I'm probably serving up the fucking intimate details. Anyways, Crazy, thank you for coming by. Hello, welcome. I'm wholesale. Normally I'm standing, but your boy is a little lazy and wants to sit. Oh. Okay, so 12. Van is such a weird discussion point. He is so awkward, and it's so real because he's played by a kid, actually, that had zero acting experience. So that's why Vaughn comes up so bland. But the rest of the game is really fun. It's captivating in my mind. I like 12 a lot more than I like 13. I've had some people talk about 13 with me and told me to give it another go and take a step back and look at it from a different eyesight. 10 is 10 is probably my least favorite. I really don't like 10. I think the game is just kind of lackluster. And then the 10-2 was a very blatant waifu cash grab. Now I know a lot of people who love 10, and that's great. I love that for them, but 10 just falls flat for me. 8 has a special place in my heart, but if you look at the game arguably, it's a bad game. 8 is incredibly bad. And then I also think 7 is not as good as people make it out to be. I kind of stopped playing Final Fantasy after 10. 11 came out and was an MMO, and I kind of... Yeah, I had a friend who played 11, and he loved it. He tried to get me to sign on and do the stuff and things, but I hard passed on it.
I think we found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. To me, Flames!
Titus's Angels. Can we agree Final Fantasy itself is real? Yeah. In so many ways, Final Fantasy is just a fantastic franchise. The things I loved about early Final Fantasy is how each game was its own story, not tied to anything else. Maybe a Easter egg or two, such as the utilization of Cid in pretty much all the games, the Briggs and Wedge at tie-ins, stuff like that. And you know, we have all the same summons, and they introduce summon other into games. And then take them out. It's really fun in that fashion. I just like, and a lot of people do. Like I said, of all the Final Fantasy, I look at Final Fantasy VIII is the game I look at with rose-tinted glasses, where I believe most people look at 7 that way. 7 was arguably not a great game, but it was revolutionary for the A, Final Fantasy franchise, and B, for PlayStation, where for me, 8 is very much a bad game. The, GF system was weird. The drawing of magic, and you have to draw magic to use it and then equip it in certain ways. And the fact that no matter where you were, the enemies scaled with you made it very unnecessarily difficult, but also made it so you could... I think the lowest level someone beat Final Fantasy VIII was like 23. Well, yeah, like I said, most people love 7. 7 is... I don't dislike 7 by no means. I just don't think it's as good as people say it is. And I think that's because people look at it with rose-tinted glasses and don't want to look at it for the bad aspects that came with it. It did a lot of great things, fantastic. The materia system is awesome. I think how the story played out is very intriguing, and it had some great twists and turns. I think the Turks were fantastic. I'm a Reno fanboy. I think Cloud is a whiny bitch. Never got into Cloud. I'm not a fan of Aerith, but most of the other characters in the game are pretty fantastic. And then the offshoots of it, like Advent Children, I love that movie. I played Crisis Core. I owned the remake on PS4. So, by no means do I dislike 7. I just think Barret is a badass. He is just a force to be reckoned with. He's such a badass dude. So when it comes to 7, I think it's not as good as people make it out to be. It's still a good game, just not that good. I think 9 is far better than 7, story-wise, plot pacing, mechanically. I think it's much better. Yeah, there's my Final Fantasy soapbox. Welcome to the stream,
Let's
Crazy.
get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph. So the boy was right.
I don't know you.
Yeah, the junction and draw mechanics were very
She
awkward.
was worried he might have got yourself killed.
Have I been gone that long?
They took a stab at a new and unique system, and it fell flat. That's all that is. And that's the parts that made Final Fantasy VIII bad. The story was unique and cool. The setting was neat. Characters were intriguing and interesting. Squall's a bitch. Not a big fan of Squall.
Do with them when I did.
But
I take it
he
things
is
are more
what
complicated
he is. What
than
he
they
is.
appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. You know why that is? Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area and the mystery practically solved itself. I soon found their cozy little homestead and all the missing food. I launched myself at them full of righteous fury, but their leader was the only one who moved to meet me. The others, they huddled around that food, ready to die protecting it. They stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself, back when times were hard.
So you spared them. And earned their trust into the bargain by the look of it.
These goblins aren't native to the area. They don't know how to survive such barren lands, so I've been teaching them. And once they've learned to hunt and forage, they won't be fool enough to risk their necks in Boklad.
I'm impressed. I didn't know goblins could be reasoned with.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know I'm safe. I'll head back to the market once my work here is done. Oh, and don't mention the goblins. I don't want people coming here brandishing pitchforks. Not now this lot have sworn off thieving.
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
None. All right then. Who's first?
Give me thunder! Five is a great game. 6 is wonderful as well. If you have a chance that to replay them,
I highly recommend it. 3 is a fantastic game as well.
Killed. Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Not when such majesty stretches out before us.
The
Behold,
PSP port is
the
great.
final sin in all its
And
glory.
they added
As Moss
more
tells
stuff to
us,
it.
a battle was fought here in ancient times. A battle of such ferocity that it tore a great crater in the very land upon which it was waged. In reaching for their holy sanctum,
PSP.
did man
The PS port.
enrage the gods.
Fuck was I think.
And great was the vengeance
I'm an
that
idiot.
was rained down upon him. Alas, the full truth of the matter is lost to time, though I live in hope that I might see it discovered. But we must not dwell upon such things. There is more yet to see. Onward. History awaits.
History awaits for no one. Alright, after we wrap up this side quest, that's when we'll call it a night.
Oh no. He's really got himself into trouble this time.
Day and 10 as well. I also played 6 before and loved it. I got to. Damn, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm glad you're getting a new one. That's pretty great.
Still in one piece.
It would seem so.
Yes,
once
I hear
more,
you.
I am
I
in your
get
debt.
it.
And once more, you impress me with your prowess. These were no ordinary foes, but ones we in the field call echoes. Though Moss the Chronicler concurs with the legends in attributing the fall of Zemeckis to a wrath wrought upon mankind by the gods, he offers little in the way of explanation. Could the ruins we see before us here, in all their elaborate beauty, perhaps suggest an answer? Could the construction of such miraculous edifices have been considered an encroachment upon the province of the divine? Alas, all is mere speculation. But one day, perhaps, I will learn the truth.
Not if you keep running headfirst into trouble.
You are right.
Feel free to ask me questions about other
Not only
games.
have you plucked me
I'm,
repeatedly
to
from
say
the jaws of
say
death,
I'm passionate is
you have
saying it
proven yourself a
lightly,
winning
my
audience
dude.
to my ramblings.
And Crazy,
Glad
if you're
to help.
enjoying your time here, don't forget.
Didn't you say
Let me
you
do my
came here
streamer
to
thing.
investigate something?
Don't forget to hit that like
I
button.
fear I may have rather overstated the case on that front. In truth,
Make sure you come hang out with
captive
us
ear
again.
was all I really desired. You see, even my fellow scholars have grown
No,
somewhat
shouldn't-
weary of my musings of late. And so I came upon the idea
should be able
of
to reconnect
purchasing
it.
a companion. A
Pretty
captive
effortlessly.
audience, if you will.
That's what this was all about.
I am afraid so. And now, my good man, it is high time we returned whence we came.
Fine. Just don't go running off this time.
And so ends a delightful day. Here, your reward for humoring my selfish whims, plus a little extra for the trouble I have put you to.
That'll work. Appreciate you. Have a sub. Don't need that. Oh, we came back to town. Oh, that was convenient. Now we can talk to this person.
Joseph's fine. We'll be back once he's tied up a few loose ends.
That's a weight off my shoulders.
He certainly knows his business. You found your thieves all right. And I dare say they won't be coming back.
A good man to have around, that Joseph. And if he says there'll be no more thieving, that's good enough for me. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Here, for your troubles.
Quest complete. $800 gil. What a ripoff.
What's happened?
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. A fine choice. Many thanks.
I'm not doing any more missions unless I get 10,000 gil.
May Gilbert smile
Seriously.
upon you.
Do they not know who I am? I'm fucking Sid the Outlaw. My services are worth something. Just a little something, something at least. Alright. So this is where we're going to end for tonight. We got over here. North Reach at least. Oh. And we got over here at the inn. Sid's death was fucking devastating. Sid's death was